All right, Swing, congratulations on winning the 2023 FireKeepers Casino Hotel Championship.
Thank you.
Kind of just talk about, how you feeling right now? What are the emotions like? What's going on in your head right now?
Yeah, I guess I'm just like really happy that it finally, like my hard work has kind of finally come to fruition, and yeah, it's great to see that my ball striking is in a good place right now. But I was just so nervous doing around, like the entire back nine, I was probably shaking, and I was shaking even more when my driver started going sideways. Like I think on 9 and 10, I had two snap hooks in a row, and then on like 11 was fine. Oh, 15, I hit a slice off the tee. Like it's like going everywhere it's not supposed to go. So it was. I had a strong start today, but like the back nine was very up and down, and Amelia made I think a couple of really great birdies, and that really kept me on my toes. But I'm super glad that I finally got the job done.
And kind of talk about that front nine a little bit. You're 3 under through 10 holes. So kind of just talk about, the nerves after you kind of realized the position you're at. You said you taught towards the end, you kind of had those nerves at the end. But kind of when did you realize that you're like, oh man, I'm in position to win this golf tournament, a really good position to win this golf tournament?
I mean, I was kind of feeling it from the very beginning. Like, even last night, I had a hard time falling asleep because this is the first time I'm leading a tournament. So it was a lot for me to process. But I was more relaxed in the beginning because I feel like even if I mess up in the first several holes, I still have a lot of time to make up for any mistake. But like towards the end, you don't have that room for error. So yeah, in the beginning, I was feeling fine. Like I was hitting normal shots. Like my approaches have been just very consistent all week. So I was able to capitalize on that a little bit and made some early birdie putts. And yeah, and on number 10, I was really lucky that my snap hook hit a tree and came back into the fairway. I had like a really long shot, but I was able to hit my wedge to like 6 feet and made a putt. So yeah, that gave me some breathing room after 10 holes. And so even after I made a mistake on 13, I was still in the lead. So I can I can still tell myself, you have a chance, put yourself together, you'll be fine. Just stuff like that.
And you have had some top finishes this year, and one of them on the LPGA Tour, the biggest stage you can have in for like women's golf. So kind of talk about, how did that help you throughout your day? You've been there, you finished in a top position on the biggest stage. So how did that kind of help you throughout your round today?
Yeah, that definitely helped. I just kept telling myself, you're good enough to win. If you can finish top 10 on the LPGA, you can win an Epson Tour event. I mean, like, but actually, when I went to Lotte, it felt like the top players on LPGA are pretty similar, like to top players on Epson Tour, especially you see like Grace Kim won the event and she was on Epson Tour last year. So that kind of made me think that I'm not that far away from being like one of the best golfers in the world. So that was like a huge motivation for me just to finish in the top 10, and it was like a big confidence booster.
And then you've kind of had a unique experience with not just the Epson Tour, but also Epson America. You're an intern there last year, so kind of just talk about that. Kind of what was that like working from, going from an intern with Epson to now an Epson Tour champion?
Yeah, so my original mindset was that I know that my, like, especially for a women's golfer, like the competitive career isn't going to be that long. So I was trying to make sure that I have a plan B once I'm done with golf, and I'm very appreciative that Epson America, especially like the VP Michelle, she was very generous in giving me this opportunity to intern with the Latin FBNA team, and it was like a great experience. I learned so much, and I loved it a lot. I was actually considering, oh, do I actually want to keep playing golf? But I end up saying yes to that question. But yeah, it was a fantastic 4 month, and yeah. So I'm really happy that I actually got to win an Epson Tour event, and I get to, I guess, like tonight I get to brag about it to all my colleagues once I get back. So yeah, I feel like the internship, one was like I learned the skills for future work and stuff, but another one is like just telling myself you're good enough to do well in anything I want to do. Not just golf, I can like do well in work as well. So it gave me some breathing room after I kind of struggled on tour last year. Just like, so it was like kind of gaining confidence in another way.